EHS campus comes alive during Dude Be Nice Week.
And the Lenten season marks 40 days of self-reflection.
Hello and welcome to KEHS. I'm Emma Vanderblumen. And I'm Vivian Turbity. Thanks for joining us on this edition of KnightVision News. Dude Be Nice Week is all about promoting kindness and good vibes on and around campus by doing nice things for others. KEHS reporter Nadia Jett has more on this week of togetherness.
This week was Dude Be Nice Week, and I interviewed Reagan Gable and a couple other students to tell us what it was. And basically, Dude Be Nice Week is a week to help influence kids to be nice to each other.
So this week is Dude Be Nice Week, and Dude Be Nice Week is a week where they promote happiness and being nice to everyone. And so this week we decorated cookies today at lunch, and we got to put sprinkles on them. We also had friendship bracelet making earlier this week, and it promotes being kind to everyone.
Dude Be Nice Week, we're having cookie decorating, friendship bracelet making. We wrote thank you notes for Miss Gongora and Miss Gobea, and just a bunch of activities like that.
This was Dude Be Nice Week. I really enjoyed it so much, I wish we could have it again. This is Nadia Jett reporting for KEHS News.
Wow, this is my favorite week of the year. What did you do for Dude Be Nice Week?
I was nice, of course, but then again, I'm always nice. When we come back, EHS prepares for the Lenten season.
Why are people watching KEHS News? Because it's the right thing at the right time. Missed out on what's happening on campus? Find out the latest on Episcopal's only news program. You'll get more video coverage, more in-depth reports, more pillar news, and always to the point. The right news at the right time. You're watching KEHS News.
Lent is a 40-day season of prayer, fasting, and almsgiving that begins on Ash Wednesday and ends at sundown on Holy Thursday. It's a period of preparation to celebrate the Lord's resurrection at Easter.
My co-anchor Emma Vanderblumen covered the preparation for Lent in the EHS community for KEHS. Here's her report on this season of reflection.
This is Emma Vanderblumen reporting for KEHS News, and I'm covering the preparation of Lent in the EHS community.
Lent is the 40-day season that leads up to Easter. And Easter is one of the most important days in the church year, and it's so important that we prepare for it for 40 days. So Lent is observed by acts of repentance and meditation. In other words, it's sort of like spring cleaning in your heart, right? Getting ready for Easter. So we will sometimes give things up for Lent, you hear about that, or sometimes people take things on for Lent, and those would be called spiritual disciplines. So here at EHS, we observe Lent in a number of ways. In the chapel, you'll see purple hangings up here on the altar and at the pulpit and lectern. Purple is the color for repentance. It's also a color for royalty. So we're celebrating or observing the royalty of Christ in our lives as we go through the season of Lent. Ash Wednesday will be on Wednesday this week. That's the day that starts off the season of Lent. And on Ash Wednesday, we have ashes, actual ashes that are put on our foreheads. So Lent began not with Jesus. However, the tradition of Lent has its roots in in a number of things, but especially in the 40 days that Jesus went out into the wilderness after he was baptized. And we believe that that time in the wilderness where Jesus was tempted, where he didn't have food or drink, and so that idea of fasting, of giving things up, has its roots in that time. But it wasn't just a time of not doing things, giving things up. It was also a time of prayer.
I hope y'all have a good reflection during Lent. Back to y'all in the studio.
The Episcopal speech and debate team has been working hard, practicing and competing in getting ready for nationals. A few weeks ago, they took home awards and qualified for the national debate competition. Here is Emery Holt with more on the story.
A couple weeks ago, our speech and debate team qualified for nationals. Let's go talk to some of the participants.
Always love to argue, I guess is the best way to put it. Ever since I was little, my parents would always say, Emily, stop asking so many questions, and that's probably why I joined, to find out A, more things, and B, I like to argue.
I joined debate because I was always interested in debating in academic competitions.
They show up ready to work and learn, and they do work really hard, and they have wonderful ideas that I never would have thought of.
Being able to hang out with my teammates, because I've made a lot of friends on the debate team, such as my wonderful co-captain Emily McKay.
Really like the tournaments. I think they're the most fun because you get to leave class early, which is nice, but you do miss a lot of school, so that sucks sometimes. But I really like being able to meet a bunch of people who I wouldn't meet outside of school.
6 months ago, we talked about whether Russia would invade Ukraine first or Belarus, and then here we are invading Ukraine. I'm wow, good thing we researched 600 pages of evidence for this. It's really great in terms of being informed on what's going on the world stage.
This is Emery, and remember to cheer on our debate team as they head into their final competition. Back to the studio.
Congratulations to all those involved in Episcopal speech program.
EHS Math Club and the National Math Honor Society Mu Alpha Theta will host their school-wide celebration of Pi Day, March 14th, which is also the International Day of Mathematics and Einstein's birthday. This celebration will take place outside in the tents during both lunches with a slideshow about pi projecting in the USC. Included in the outdoor event are math puzzles, games, contests, as well as representations of pi and a raffle. In addition, there is a bake sale to support all the mathematical endeavors the EHS mathletes participate in, including regional, national, and international competitions and math modeling challenges.
Everyone knows about and loves the Forest Cafe in the USC, but do you know who makes it all happen? Working hard behind the counter to provide the most delicious drinks and snacks for every student who stops by is a face that the students know well. Here is Chloe Hollis reporting on the beloved Claudia and the infamous student cafe shop.
The EHS Cafe is the hotspot during break and lunch as well as in between classes. Miss Claudia prepares all the delicious drinks and snacks you see your fellow classmates carrying around.
I got a passionate lemonade and a double chocolate chip muffin, and I go in between classes to get a refresh.
From a classic lemonade to the ever so tasty Almond Joy latte, Claudia knows the in and outs of the best drinks to try.
Well, my favorite drink, I love the Almond Joy. I like it because you can do it in hot Almond Joy, you can do it ice Almond Joy, or you can do it frappe.
Claudia has been with the EHS staff for 3 years, and we're so happy to have her.
I think the idea of the cafe is a great place to get something new.
Even with many people lining up to get a drink, Claudia never gets stressed out.
I don't even look anybody. I'm just start working because it's busy, you see.
Ice mocha! I got an ice mocha from the cafe, and I go once a day.
The cafe also provides a great place to chat and study while enjoying the best refreshments. I'm Chloe Hollis, back to you in the studio.
Boys lacrosse has its eyes set on a championship this season, fielding one of the school's best teams in recent history. Here's sports reporter Jack McKinney with the story.
Coming off a hot 17-14 win yesterday at home against reigning 3A state champs Magnolia, the AHS Knights lacrosse team looks to be having a great start to the season. We asked sophomore Harris Williams what he thought about the team's chance of making it to the championship.
We definitely have a very aggressive defense, definitely some hard hitters, and we got some big offensive weapons. We got people that can shoot fast. We got some good people that just move the ball around. We definitely have a very well-rounded team and a very promising-looking team.
We also had the chance to talk to varsity goalie Ryan Gatto what he thought of the team so far this year.
My expectations for lacrosse team is pretty high. Our season started pretty well. Our offense is starting to do well. So is our defense. Hopefully we're able to make it to state, beat St. John's, beat Strait.
Hopefully the Knights can bring home a championship this season. For KEHS News, I'm Jack McKinney.
The Houston Rodeo is one of the many great yearly traditions surrounding the city of Houston. For more about this year's rodeo season is reporter Henry Crane.
The Houston Rodeo is an annual tradition here in Houston. We asked the Episcopal High School students what they thought about the rodeo.
Well, see, I have tickets to John Party, so I'd have to say that I'm most excited about that. You know, I'm going to jam out, you know, some dirt on my boots, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The carnival and the rides.
Definitely the turkey legs. Those slap. My favorite performer is Marshmallow. You know, he hard. You know, he be dropping on the beats and yeah, that's stuff.
I think the carnival is gonna be fun at the rodeo this year. And you know, I want to see Tim McGraw.
I'm excited to going to the carnival.
I mean, not a lot. I would see George Strait if someone gave me tickets.
I'm excited for the food and the carnival, you know.
I'm probably most excited about the concerts.
I'm most excited to going to the carnival, riding all the rides, eating all the food there.
I'm most excited for the carnival. I'm most excited to see Ricky Martin.
I'm Henry Crane reporting for KEHS News.
Well, that's all we have on this week of KnightVision News. I'm Emma Vanderblumen.
And I'm Vivian Turbity. From all of us at KEHS News, thank you for joining us.
And go Knights!